Yo, my name's Max,
Oh, my name is Pekos.
and today I'm going to have a closer look onto F1 2020's My Team mode. Have fun!
Honestly, what are we doing? Racing or ping pong?
So, as I said, today we're going to have a look on F1 2020, especially on the My Team mode, what you can do in it, what all features of the mode are, how you start into the mode. Also, we're going to set up our own racing or ping pong GP team. So yeah, this is all what we're going to do in this episode. We're not hitting the track sadly because the episode would have been too long. I don't want you to watch like a 2 hour blockbuster because after 2 minutes everybody's like thinking, okay, um, nice. So yeah, in the next episode we will be going to head onto the track, see what the free practice sessions have, what is new in them, also how the qualifying works, how the race works. If you want, we can also make a series of completely My Team episodes, but I don't want to drift into the F1 2020 scene too much. Also, it takes very long to record everything and also to make some voiceovers and do it nicely. I don't think that we will have the time for it fully for a full season. But yeah, we want to surely give you a little bit of a view into the game, especially for those who have the normal edition and not the deluxe edition and have to wait for the game to be playable. And yeah, to explain them fully what you can do in the My Team mode, how you can start to give you the opportunity to directly jump in and be informed and prepared for everything that comes up to you in this amazing new mode we are going to have a look at today. So yeah, let's have a look into My Team and jump right into it.
Willkommen bei My Team. Hier kannst du die Formel 1 nicht nur als Fahrer erleben, sondern auch als Besitzer eines brandneuen F1-Teams. Als allererstes müssen wir einen Charakter auswählen.
So I'm sorry that the game is still in the German version, but I didn't know how to change that into English. But yeah, the first thing that we have to do is to create a character if you haven't. I created a character already. Yeah, but I'm just showing you what you can do on your character and how you can change it. Of course, everything you set up at the beginning you can always change afterwards. So don't worry if you are not completely to 100% happy with something, you can always change it. And also there's like a new version of a battle pass in F1 2020, so a bit of Fortnite here and there. But yeah, you can unlock new podium celebrations, new liveries, everything. But we're coming to that later on. First of all, I'm going to show you how you can create your character and what is positive and negative about this. Creating a character hasn't changed that much in the game. You have the name, you have the 3 letters for the TV version, you have the driver number, you have a audio name. I've already created one. As you can see, his name is Racing Max. Number is 14 because I like the number. And yeah, here you can see the game phases which you can choose for your character. And this is the first negative point because there are like 4 or 5 characters, not that much. Then you're going on with helmet, racing suit, and gloves. I've chosen all from the deluxe edition. Then you have something new. You have the pose for the starting grid animation, which your character is going to do. I've chosen the top right one because I think it looks pretty fresh. And then you have something new too. You have podium celebrations, which is a bit like the FIFA goal celebrations. At the beginning you have one, and if you have the 70 version or the deluxe version, how you want to call it, then you have 3, and this is the one I chose. So yeah, only a bit of changes, but this is how you create your character.
Gut, weiter geht's mit ein paar wichtigen Details deines neuen Teams.
Next up, you have the team details. Now you might ask yourself, team details? What is meant with that? Easy. Name, sponsor, driver, off you go. And that's the reason why we are starting with the team name, and of course it is Racing or Ping Pong GP. The meme gets real, boys. And yeah, next up we are going to choose a sponsor because we need money, and how the sponsor system works is pretty well made by Codemasters. You are jumping onto the screen and then you are getting portrayed sponsors from which you can choose. It are always the same sponsors and they have two different methods you have to look at. One is the money you directly get, which is written at the very bottom of the box. The first thing which was showing it more in detail. Then you have the goal, which is written under the sponsor's logo in the thick letters, and directly under that you have the goal bonus. Now you might ask yourself, goal bonus, it seems pretty difficult, but it completely isn't. The goal is the thing that the sponsor is wanting from you, that you have to reach with your team in the first season, and the goal bonus is simply the money which you get when you reach that goal. And as you can see, it is different for every sponsor. Some sponsors give more direct money and some sponsors are more focusing on the bonus money, baby. Before you get to bonus money, you have to of course first choose a sponsor, and I chose Shark as a sponsor because the mix of the money you directly get and the goal bonus is pretty damn amazing. So yeah, Shark, because we are hungry for the points. What the fuck? And yeah, so Shark is the sponsor of Racing or Ping Pong GP. Next up, the engine. Of course, we have the four engine suppliers in F1: Renault, Mercedes, Ferrari and Honda, which are rated by performance and wie heißt das auf Englisch? And durability of the engine. And by these stats, also the cost of the engine is, made. So the cheapest is Honda, the GP2 engine, and the most expensive is Ferrari. I've chosen Mercedes because it was in our budget. And now the driver, I've asked you on Instagram which driver I should go with, and I thought of going with Antoine Hubert because he was my favorite Formula 2 driver. I don't want to get disrespectful in any way, I just would love to see him in Formula 1 and race next to my favorite F2 driver. And yeah, I think that's amazing to see, and also most of you have voted for this on Instagram. I made a poll on it. So yeah, you get a random number of drivers you can choose. For example, here we have not only Hubert but Mazepin, Correa, Bacalocci. You can't directly say I want this driver or that driver. You get a random shootout of drivers, but you can rejoin the My Team mode and then get a new selection of drivers. I mean, the name and the engine, etc. is easy made twice. So yeah, as I said, we are going with Antoine Hubert. And letting him race in F1, the place where he definitely belongs in my opinion, and he would have definitely been one to watch for the 2021 Renault seat, which is now given to Fernando Alonso. But what comes now is that you confirm all the things you have just created, and then comes the livery of the car. You first make your first livery, but you can of course change it later on if you think the livery is crap or something. But there is the next negative point of just some, because in general the mode is really nice. You have pre-edited versions of the livery, like the shape of the livery, how the structure of the livery is, if you know what I mean. And you can just change the colors of it, and later on the sponsor placement if you have more sponsors. And you just have like 3 or 4 normal editions to begin, and just the deluxe version has more to choose, which are like a bit too funky, I think. As you can see here, we have one of the deluxe edition, but yeah, I'm going to choose the one from the normal ones, which looks pretty fresh with 3 colors. And now I'm going to edit it and edit the colors, and then we see how the Racing of Ping Pong GP01 looks like. have it the Racing or Ping Pong GP01 car with our character and Antoine standing next to it. And next up, we need a team badge. Yeah, also for that, I'm shortly going to search something nice and create something nice, and then we will see each other afterwards. My tip to you: take your time with making your livery and banner. Create something with what you're comfortable with, just looking fresh, and then you will enjoy it at the fullest later, also at the car reveal and stuff. But yeah, now I'm going to create the badge.
And when you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something, yeah. Well, all you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me if you wanna be something, yeah. Then all you really need is hope. Take a look in the mirror, are you seeing some fear? You hear the voice in your ear, can you start to see clear? Are the bad thoughts near? Or can you be where your feet are when you stand right here and say...
There we have our team logo. The reason behind it, why it looks like that, it looks a bit like a P and a P for ping pong, and also it has our team colors and nearly the equal colors like the car. Why the car has these colors? Because red, black, and like the grayish or white are really representative in our logo, and also the colors where our logo is in. So these are always colors which we are using somewhere when our logo comes in. So also in the badge, in the car, and in the team colors, which you're going to choose afterwards, these three colors are in. Next thing you have to do is to confirm, and going ahead onto the next screen. Now you have created your team, and now the real career mode comes in. You choose the season length. That is a new feature. You can choose the length of the season, 22, 16 or 10 races. Of course, the races which are shown when you get onto like 16 races or 10 races are customizable. So you can add a race, you can delete a race, you can change the calendar and completely make it like you want to. But of course I'm going with 22 races. And then yeah, you're setting up the AI strength, racing length, and also you can edit the race deal, which is on standard normally for a normal player, but the game is a lot more easier for new players who maybe also don't have a clue of F1. They can then choose from standard to an easier mode, but as you can see, I'm just setting up how I want to have the settings: complete damage, safety car on, yeah, manual start, also the driving assists, where I'm first just using the medium traction control and the ABS. I can drive without both of them, but it's more chilled at the beginning because also the car handling model is completely different from what I saw from F1 2019. And here you can see, yeah, Gelegenheitsfahrer is a driver in English, which is like just playing the game sometimes and isn't like that experienced. Then you head to the team headquarters, get some screens where you can read through, and the first thing you are going to see in the team headquarters is something new into the game. It isn't Claire anymore who is doing the interviews with you. It is the legend Will Buxton. And yeah, you are asking him some questions, and he's a bit talking about your team, about how the team works, that you are not only the driver but the manager, etc., etc. Let's just dive into the interview and yeah, go through the questions, because what he tells about the team is like pretty simple and a typical Will Buxton. So directly onto the questions.
Egal, was in dieser Saison passiert, Sie haben jetzt schon Geschichte geschrieben. Es ist allerdings eine Mammutaufgabe, ein Formel-1-Team zu leiten und auch dafür zu fahren. Fühlen Sie sich dem gewachsen?
So yeah, as you can see, you have the question written in a big box at the top of the screen. Then you have 3 to 4 answer possibilities which you can choose from. You have no time limit in which you have to answer the questions, which is very good and better than in 2019. Um, and yeah, also the questions aren't that weird. I don't know how it will evaluate through the season, as in the last game there were like questions. Yeah, you crashed, but it was still one of your best days, and I just think like, shut the fuck up, I crashed. So yeah, I'm not going to spoiler you which questions are asked, but I think it were always the same. I want to give you like a little bit of a surprise and don't want to say, yeah, this is the best option, this is the worst option. Choose what you feel right to choose, which is also the sense of the interviews, and have fun with it, but just that you know how the system works, how the questions work. Here you see it, and then we head on to the next thing we have to do in the My Team mode, and it isn't far to the Australian Grand Prix, just some things ahead of it. And yeah, next up, you are getting onto this screen, which is a bit like FIFA like. You have a calendar where you can simulate forward, like you have in the FIFA career mode, and you also can check everything there. You have the aerodynamic part, the chassis part, you can upgrade something, you have the F&E section, which is not very, which hasn't changed a lot from F1 2019, it's still the same. But it's very cool that you can, for example, see at the aerodynamic part how the people are working at your car, or also you have a section where you see your character sitting in the simulator practicing the monster straight in the first corner, which is pretty clever. But I think, bro, you're racing at Australia. Why are you practicing Monza? And he's like just driving through this first happen, letting someone else film him, and doing it again. So yeah, very change of training your character does there. And then you have a marketing section with a lady sitting there and just typing something into her laptop. So yeah, it's like um, pretty easy, pretty simple. You can go through here and there and check it out because it would take too much time to explain it. Um, then you have, of course, a section where you can see all your contracts, with the sponsors, with the driver, and also you have a driver market. The driver market is finally into the game. Other things haven't changed, you still have emails and stuff. You can fire your teammate or like get onto the teammate contract. As we see, we have Antoine here, and the contract length with everything about his contract, as he is our second driver at the moment. But here at the driver market, we can sign another second driver if we have the money for it, and you can really sign every driver you can imagine. Everyone. There is like no limits. Every driver is signable as long as they have the budget. But in general, you can sign everyone. That's so incredible. They have a rating here. You see Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel, who has an 89, Bottas with a 90. Then you have Max Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo, Kimi Raikkonen, Charles Leclerc, Perez, Albon, Ocon, Norris, Sainz, Gasly, all with the driver faces, with the game faces, all with a certain amount of budget that you need to hire them. Yeah, as I said, Gasly, Kvyat, they're sorted by strength. Then come the F2 drivers, De Vries, Matsushita, Camera. What you can also do is compare the driver where you're at with your current teammate to see, yeah, is it worth it to buy him. Guan Yuso, Luca Giotto, Eilert, Aitken, King, Hubert, which is currently our teammate, Nicholas Latifi is weaker than some of two drivers, Raf Boschen, Alazi Calderon, Boccolacci, Correa, Galale, Schumacher, Mazepin, Delatras, and the GOAT, Mehevir Ragunathan with a 45 rating. Incredible, doesn't even cost a million. So yeah, this is the driver market, and it is so well made. But yeah, here you can also change your liveries, your character. So as I said at the beginning, everything is fully customizable after you've edited it once. Here you can see the championship standings, also your trophies, rivalries, everything which was also there in the last games. Here, for example, you see the statistics of my character, and then you can simulate forward next days. Then you are in March. Yeah, some events where you get something, and then finally at the 6th of March we have the car reveal, and let's get right into it and enjoy it. This is the Racing or Ping Pong GP01 car. There you see the car in a nice shot, and this shot is also the end of the video because the video is over 20 minutes now, and I think I've given a good overview over the My Team mode, how you start, that you already know how to start it if you get the game tomorrow. Yeah, have fun playing. In my opinion, it is even better than F1 2019, so Codemasters made a pretty good job on it. Every change they've made is pretty okay in the is pretty good. In the My Team mode, there are like just 2 or 3 things which are a bit annoying. No game is completely perfect, so there's still something to get better in my opinion, but it is on a really good way. So have fun playing the My Team mode. If this video was helping you to get started, to know what you are going to do at the beginning, or also if you already have the deluxe edition and play the game and know everything about the My Team mode, if it entertained you at least, if it was watchable, let me know in the comments. Also, the editing took so freaking long because it was like 40 or 50 minutes of recording. So yeah, would really appreciate it if you leave a like. That would make me very happy. Make sure to follow us on Instagram too. There we are shortly before the 2,400 followers. There you also get your daily dose of F1, and for sure we're going to be more active on YouTube again. The podcast for the Austrian Grand Prix is coming today or tomorrow too. That you also get our opinion on some things which happened at the last Grand Prix, which was pretty amazing. And we hope that the Styrian Grand Prix will be amazing as well. Also on our Instagram we will keep you updated about the Grand Prix and our live ticker, which we're going to have in our story. As I said, like, comment, subscribe if you want. If you don't, then you don't. Share it with your friends this video. If you want that they see amazing content, then share our channel, and see you in the next video. This was a YouTube video from Racing on Ping Pong. We are freaking back, boys. It took a while, but better late than never. And so it is time for the outro. Goodbye and have a nice day.